All right, if I gave you Shohei Ohtani or the field tonight,
If you gave me Shohei Ohtani on the field,
or the field in home run derby,
oh, he's going to outdo everybody. Well, combined, there's going to be more home runs, but he's going to hit the longest one. Dan, I'll tell you, when I first went to Angels camp 3 years ago, and Shohei had just been there like 2 or 3 days. I got there fairly early. I get to camp, and I'm like, Mike Trout. So I'm standing there talking to Mike. I said, Mike, tell me about Shohei Ohtani. And he grabs me by his shoulder and goes, I've never seen power like this ever. I'm like, are you kidding me? And Justin Upton walks up, and he says, Harold, he hits them on the rocks one-handed. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Now we're really seeing it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm always curious about this question that comes up about, hey, would you have him just concentrate on hitting, or would you just let this play out? I mean, they lost him already for a season due to, arm injury with pitching, but how would you play this out with Shohei Ohtani if you were Joe Madden?
I think Joe's the perfect manager. I'd let it play out. And the other thing is we get caught up in worrying about how great was Bo Jackson when we look back at it. We had him doing football and baseball. That's the amazing story. So if you take away the pitching from Shohei, he's just another glorified home run hitter. It's the fact that he's pitching, throwing 100 miles an hour, that makes him an attraction like we've never seen before. So let him keep doing it.
How is he as a pitcher?
Great stuff. I think too early on they used too many breaking balls, put him in trouble. The last 3 or 4 games I've watched him pitch, he started attacking with the fastball. And, when you're throwing 97, 98, and nobody's ever hit you. I remember this with Yu Darvish. I went to Yu Darvish's first game when he came over here, all the hype and the spring training. And I don't remember who it was, but they turned around his fastball and hit it over the monster in center. And he started throwing breaking balls the rest of the game. You got to think, they've never had anybody hit that fastball.
Yeah.
So I think that had to happen to Shohei, too. He's starting to figure it out now.
Is there a pitch you can get him out on? Because it feels like everybody's got a hole. There's a book on you after a couple of times through the league.
Yeah, I think you can go down and out on him a lot more, and you can keep him off speed with some breaking balls. The amazing thing about what he's doing offensively is Mike Trout's out, and they keep pitching to him. What are these knuckleheads doing? I don't get it.
But also, when I watch the sound, I told people if I just showed up and listened to him take batting practice, like I don't need to see the ball. I hear the ball, and it just sounds different. Do you remember a guy that had that similar sound when the ball left his bat?
It was Bo Jackson. I sound like the old Buck O'Neill talking about Josh Gibson, Babe Ruth, and Bo Jackson. It's the only time you heard those sounds. And I'm telling you, another Bo Jackson story for you. So we're hitting in the Kingdom early, and now it's Bo knows Bo is full force. He already runs over Bosworth. He's ran 100 yards for a touchdown to Kingdom. So the next year he's taking BP. And he's telling me, he's already thrown me out, so we became friends. He's telling me, switch hitter either. You can't run and you can't switch hit. And he's taking BP. He's hitting. And he turns around on the left side and says, Bo's a switch hitter. And he hits one, Dan. He hits one into the 5th deck in the Kingdom. Now, I've been there 10 years in Seattle, and I only saw 5 balls go up there. It was ridiculous. So that's how I think of Shohei. It's the only athlete I can think that we've never come across before is Bo.